Hello, I wanted to give you some examples of the lowball technique. Now, the lowball technique is when you purchase or buy a product, and right before you're about to finalize the purchase, the salesperson says, "Oh, but wait a minute, you have to buy these accessories before you can get your product to work." So let me give you some examples. One common example was with cars. So say you went out to buy a car from the dealership, and you look and it's a $30,000 car, and you get there and it turns out that the $30,000 car is just a base model, which means that if you want a CD player or you want leather seats or, well, okay, maybe those are extras, but things that you might consider to be necessary to a car, you have to pay extra for. That got to be so prevalent that in some states it became illegal to use this lowball technique for car salespeople only. Now, let me give you two other examples. One is a personal example of mine, and then we have one that many of you may be familiar with. So when I first graduated from UNC Greensboro with my doctorate and then got my job here, I was very excited because I could get real furniture. I had an actual paycheck. I had a career. And so I went to one of the furniture stores around town, looked around, made my selection for a bedroom set. Went up to the salesperson, started making the arrangements for the purchase, and right about as I was about to sign the dotted line, he said, "Oh, wait a minute. I have to tell you that your mattress warranty will not be effective unless you buy some more slats to put under the mattress on the bed frame." And being a social psychologist, I stopped and I looked at him and I said, "Oh, so this is something that we actually call the lowball technique. And it's a little sneaky." And he goes, "Oh, whoa, whoa, I'm just doing what they told me to say." And so apparently, right, my warranty on my mattress, again, would not be effective, something that should happen anyway, unless I purchased something extra. The bed as it came wouldn't support the warranty for the mattress. Um, so I was a bit stubborn, and I said, well, a bit stubborn, my parents would agree, I disagree, a lot stubborn. And so I have been on a mattress for the past 10 years that has no warranty. I didn't want to pay an extra $100, even though at that point in time it seems negligible. But then that's the foot in the door. All right, so then we have the example that many of you may be familiar with, and that is cell phone purchases. So I haven't bought a cell phone in a while, but say they advertise a plan, and the plan is $49.95, right? $50. And you go in thinking that your bill may be around $50. Your bill is never $50. Your bill is somewhere between $70 and $100 a month. Why? Well, some of it is service charges. Some of it's other miscellaneous fees they don't really tell you about. One of them these days is the data plan. The very first time I had a phone with a data plan, I was so excited. I thought I would be on the internet all the time. And it turns out, of course, that the phone for $50 was just for the phone plan, and I had to spend another $50 or $40 for the data plan. So I didn't have internet on my phone for several years. Now, okay, whatever. You get the phone plan, you get the data plan. Is that it? Is your phone completely operative now? No, because then you need to buy a charge cord, and then you might need to buy a case, and then say you're on a long drive somewhere. Well, maybe you actually want to buy a cord for the car. And heavens knows, maybe there's earplugs, right? So the phone plan is advertised for $50 a month. You end up paying per month, maybe, let's be generous and say maybe $80 per month. But then you leave the store having spent an additional, I don't know, $70, $60 just to make your $50 product work. Your product will not work until you hand over more money. And that is the low ball. It's pretty low.